stop. Fucking stop. Stop doing what you're doing. Sit down and get ready, because Falling in Reverse have just dropped a brand new track, and from all the hype I have seen about this track, this could very well be one of their best performances to date. Sit back, relax, it's time to react.
It's showtime.
What is going on, YouTube universe? This is Zirra, and welcome to Zirra Reacts, the channel where we break down, interpret, and do whatever we have to do to videos on the internet. As I alluded to in the intro, I had plans on doing a different reaction, but I woke up this morning, well, this morning at the point of recording this anyway, it's probably maybe a day or two after the release of this track, because time travel? But anyway, I woke up this morning to see Falling in Reverse had dropped a brand new track, and I knew straight away this was it. This was the track that I needed to react to straight up and get into the groove of getting different bands and artists onto this channel. And as you can see, right here, I'm a huge Falling in Reverse fan. I've been a Falling in Reverse fan since Ronnie's inception of the band when he was still in prison. So much so that when he came out of prison and first formed Falling in Reverse for their first album, I was part of the Australian street team that went around back in the day, you know, slapping bumper stickers around the place and putting up posters and helping to really advertise the band and push them. One of my proudest moments as a fan was doing all that stuff, and ever since then I have been hooked. But I've always been a Ronnie Radke fan, all the way from Escape the Fate up until this point in time. But I really feel that transition that he had from Escape the Fate, going to prison, to now doing what he's doing with Falling in Reverse, he's really come into his own. He is the master of many crafts when it comes to music. I cannot understate how much of a musical genius this man is. And some of you might come at me in the comments and disagree with me. I welcome you to do so. But I'm really keen to take in Watch the World Burn, especially knowing how enrooted into his own battle with mental health, and you know, how the world perceives him and how he perceives the world is kind of interwoven into all of his lyrics. I feel this is going to be one of those again, because when it comes to his songwriting, he is a fucking poet. He is like the Shakespeare of his generation when it comes to music. I am not kidding. You guys, I can't understate how much I love this dude, but how fucking talented he is. So, without further ado, get comfortable. Do what you have to do to get comfortable. Put your feet up, take your pants off, you know, kick back. We're about to take in Falling in Reverse's Watch the World Burn. They've been going all out with their cinematics as well, so I'm very keen to see how they go with this.
I got voices in my head again, tread carefully, and I don't medicate, it helps me temporarily. I got problems, I got issues, yeah, apparently. Trauma that I'm burying, I think I need some therapy. I battled depression, I'm back with a message. I'm asking the question that if you hate me, why you acting obsessive? I'm past a point and no return by being passive aggressive. I'll brandish a weapon, teach all you motherfuckers a lesson. Yeah. I actually battle my demons and shadows and women that do it. Shadows are lost. Gotta admit that I'm living the life that I've always wanted when it comes to the cause. Yeah. They're licking the jar for fixing to rip me apart. I'm swimming with sharks. I'm lifting the bar. I'm lifting the end of the stars. I'm like I shot up a trainer and mixed with some Ritalin. Started a battle, but bitch, I'm a finish it. Think you can stop me? Not even a little bit. Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive. Picking my words when you picking apart. Tripping on nothing, just get in the car. Ripping and ripping and sticking the mark. I'm tipping the charts. I got enemies trying to get rid of me. Evil tendencies are fucking with me mentally. I got people that don't like me in the industry. I can feel your energy, you were not a friend of me. Cause I have been to places that you never wanna go. Yeah, I got dirt on people, but they act like I don't know. Yeah, I can do some damage, but I'll never rock the boat. All it takes is one post, with some fun like dominoes. You'll never get rid of me, too many enemies whipping my imagery. You know my history, it ain't a mystery. Put every enemy out of their misery. Somebody send me some positive energy.
He's like the Eminem of heavy metal.
Listening? Stacking every little pretty penny that I'm getting, and I'm never giving in to anybody. Always winning, never kidding when I die. Taking everybody with me. You're never gonna get me, cause you never see a simple. Yeah, my motherfucking God, you're like yawn. I'm a top on. I'm vibes wrong. It's like on. I'm too syllables of the letter of Philip. I'm a lyrical, typical super villain. I'm venomous and I'm never gonna stop until they put me on top of the list. I can't control the monster any longer that's inside. The pain and sorrow left.
Yes!
Woo! Hard to swallow. Death is calling, so I'm crawling. Tightrope walking, now I'm falling down. Like missiles falling from the sky. Come and save us. Pain and sorrow left us solo. Here today, my God, tomorrow. The pain inside is the fuel that drives this flesh.
Oh, we're about to get a filthy fucking breakdown. I can feel it.
The death-defying, hypnotizing. One day you're gonna figure out that everything they taught you was a lie. Watch the world burn.
Yes! Let me pick up my fucking headphones for a second. Fucking hell. Fuck, the hype was not wrong. Jesus fucking Christ. I have listened to this band, as I said, since their very first album, since their first single was dropped, and I feel they've kind of transitioned a lot from where they started, which was very Escape the Fate-esque. If you're going to compare it to anything, it was very, very like pop rock in the sense that it was kind of, you know, it kind of reminded me of those older type bands that I listened to when I was a teenager. But as they've kind of progressed and they've gotten hold of their true identity, which I feel Falling in Reverse as a band haven't been as cohesive as they have been until this point in time. They have really found their tone, they have found their sound, they go balls to the fucking wall. I made mention during that track that Ronnie Radke is like the Eminem of heavy metal, and just the way he can interweave rap with heavy metal, it just blends so fucking well together. He, as I said before we even listened to the track, it's, oh man, he is just so fucking good at what he does. He is a true craftsman. I don't know if, you know, the slightest of chances that he ever sees this video. I just want him to know how much of, you know, how much appreciation I have for this man and what he does. I think he is criminally underrated, underappreciated, you know, misunderstood. This is the perfect segue into a segment I call the breakdown, which for people that have been on the channel before, you'll be familiar with what the breakdown is. But if you're new around here, the breakdown is a portion of the video where we interpret and give our opinions on and try to make meaning and sense of the lyrics. And, you know, sometimes with, you know, music videos like this, we get the chance to kind of dissect visual representation as well. And there is a lot of visual representation to dive into with this. But before I dive into Watch the World Burns breakdown, I give you guys the chance, as I have in the previous videos, to have your comments highlighted from the previous reaction video, just to give us a chance to interact with one another and, you know, really highlight some of your thoughts and opinions as well. So the last reaction video we did was only a few days ago, and we listened to The Warning's Breathe, which was a song fronted by Pal, who is normally back on the drums, and she does her supporting vocals most of the time, but every now and again, Pal gets the chance to step forward and take the reins, and we have established well and truly that Pal's performances are really raw, guttural, emotional. They really rip your heart out and throw your heart around and take you for a ride. Breathe was no exception to that rule. While Falling in Reverse and The Warning are two completely different bands. If you haven't heard The Warning's Breathe before, go and check it out. Do yourselves a favour and prepare to get hit right in the fucking feels, I'm telling you now. But turning my attention to some of the comments from that video, most of you made comments about how Pal delivers her performances and how she affects you guys at home. So comments came through from people like Randan1. Pal is rock and roll to her core, but when she busts out a ballad, she takes me to a place no one else can. You've got Roy Wall 8169, who said, this one is a tearjerker. Pal is a musical genius, simple as. Space Knave, who was featured before, has turned around and said, yeah, this is power. Not every mind-blowing song has the volume and energy at 11. Just listening to her voice and piano is a jolt of the real thing. Rockright 3058 says, The Warning has found the perfect formula in blending dark and hidden feelings with raw emotions, backed with melodic tones and melodies, as it physically hugs you like a warm blanket. You're never alone with The Warning and The Warning Army. Hugs. Fucking spot on. Ed in TX, my inside man who always hits me up on social media with anything Warning related. Thank you, Ed. You know how much I appreciate you. He comes through with, I'll say it again. Power plus a microphone equals magic. Add the piano and we melt. Be well and rock on. Hashtag Numberly Gaffs. And I said, it's the perfect mathematical equation. It truly is. Ivan Guerrero 7934 came through with, take in mind that this one is all produced, recorded, sang and played by Paulina by herself at the home piano, which ties into comments that I've received, like from No Smoking Dogs 9578, saying, in case you were wondering, this was a last-minute add to the Era album and Pal specifically told the label that it would never be performed live. Said it was too personal for her. This is why you won't find any live versions out there. And Kevin the Truck Driver 353 followed up with a reply saying, the closest to live this is with The Warning is when they played the song at their Mexico City shows at the Metropolitan Theatre last August, while the girls were off stage for an outfit change. The audience took their phones out and waved them. It was beautiful seeing all those phones waving in the air. Made me tear up. And the fact that Pal has just sat down at the piano and pulled something which is obviously something so close to her and so personal that she only wants it to be this track. She doesn't want to perform it live because it just brings up too many emotions for her. You know that an artist has gone above and beyond when they physically can't bring themselves to perform that song because it is so emotionally drenching for them. And it did the same thing to all of us. We've all had the same fucking reaction. Another one of you, Timberwolf actually, turned around and said that I just missed out on being in one of his The Warning making people cry, videos, and it's a shame I missed out on that, but I did cut the last video short. I had to go wipe some tears away, but no shame in that at all. These girls bring out so many emotions. Now, with the previous reaction out of the way, it's time to turn our attention back to the boys of the hour, Falling in fucking Reverse, and there are some straight up undertones that you can really draw from this performance, especially when you have visual clues, like when Ronnie went underground at that one point in time and there were a couple of snakes ready to fight, and he sung the lyrics about how people in the industry basically, are talking shit about him and fucking, doing all this shit behind his back. The representation of those people being snakes, they can't be trusted. Absolutely brilliant. The moment where all the people were looking onto their phones and it looked like their faces were being sucked out, like it was a Dementor phone straight out of Harry Potter, kind of falls again into this niche where Ronnie has been talking a lot about how people are becoming slaves to social media and taking everything on board. He's always been upfront about his struggles with mental health. It is clear that this song is drenched in tones of fighting his mental health, his depression, his anxiety. He speaks the lyrics right at the start of the song, coming out straight out the gate, saying, I got voices in my head again, tread carefully, and I don't medicate, it helps me temporarily. You know, he's saying, I know I've got issues. Sometimes I don't take my medication because it kind of helps me out a little bit when I don't. But then, when he moves into, I'm back with a message, I'm asking the question, that if you hate me, why are you acting obsessive? I'm past the point of no return, fuck being passive aggressive, I'll brandish a weapon, teach all you motherfuckers a lesson. This is telling me he is coming straight at all the motherfuckers out there that keep fucking throwing down against him and talking shit, and whether it is people in the industry, you know, ramming knives into his back, or if it's people fucking, you know, slandering him on social media, trying to get a rise out of him. He's basically come out with the answer saying, you guys have pushed me to the fucking point where, you know, I'm not going to be passive aggressive anymore. If you want to get up in my face and you want to fucking go, let's go. You know, he's going to brandish a weapon. In the video clip itself, he turns into this fucking, like, villainous Superman with the laser eyes and fucking kills everyone. You know, he talks about, you know, the visualization in there of, you know, the church and the followers and the Bibles. You know, it's kind of like, as a collective, people trying to suppress him and shut him out, and he's rising above to overcome, and he's watching the world burn around him because he is finally taking control. He is finally taking command, and holy fuck, that filthy fucking breakdown had me going hard. This, without a doubt, one of their best that I've ever heard. As I said before, earlier in the video, their most recent stuff, like you listen to Zombified and, you know, you listen to Popular Monster, you know, songs like that, they're really starting to root themselves in a sound that I'm really fucking digging. There is not many bands these days that, when a new song releases from them, I am instantly hyped just like that. I need to get on top of it. Falling in Reverse is one of those bands, and forever will be. And the fact that they're now at this point in their career where they're delivering these heavy, ballsy fucking mixes of, you know, you got metalcore fucking rapping and heavy metal and fucking operatic verses in there and filthy fucking bass heavy breakdowns and shredding guitars. Holy fuck. As always, ladies and gentlemen, the comment section is well open to you guys. Let me know down below your interpretations, your opinions, your viewpoints, your discussions about this song. We need to get a conversation going because we need to blow this fucking thing up. It needs to go big. It deserves to go big. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, do me a favor and hit that like button down below. Be sure to subscribe if you were new around here. As I mentioned in my previous reaction video, I'm now looking at upping my game to a couple of reactions a week, whether they're, you know, doubled up music reactions like this week has been. I've got other things I want to do moving forward as well. Incredibly keen to do so. Also, if you've got any recommendations for stuff you would like to see reacted to, let me know down there as well. Or alternatively, social media, hit me up. Those are linked in the description down below as well. But that's it from me, guys. I'm out of here, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.